Now recording. Okay, so I know I didn't tell you what today's episode was about.
Nope, you never do.
Sometimes I do.
When? Besides the witching hour.
Sometimes I do.
When?
Sometimes I do. Shut the fuck up. Sometimes I do.
No evidence has been brought forth, therefore, faulty statement.
Oh, okay, so sometimes I do.
Spouting falsehoods.
Am not.
Name one time besides the witching hour. Fucking shit.
Okay?
No.
You just
God.
porky pigged.
Shut the fuck up. I don't have a stutter. I just forgot the word. I've been forgetting words, okay?
It's okay. I have a stutter and I've been forgetting words all fucking week, so that tells me I definitely need a break. I'm probably gonna take a couple days off here soon.
Take a nap.
Yeah, take a couple days off, like a Monday and a Tuesday. That way, because I'm off Saturday, Sunday.
Sleep in on the weekend.
I never can.
Ugh.
Yeah, it sucks. I always wake up at fucking 7:40-ish in the morning every single fucking day, without fail. No matter if I went to sleep at 5 o'clock or if I went to sleep at fucking 8 o'clock. Hey, Phobos, sisters, brothers, and others, I'm Jinx.
I'm Clueless.
And this is Sisters of the Macabre. So, today is another compilation. Kind of. Yeah. Today's a compilation. But it's kind of like a comparison compilation. 'Cause, well, you know what? Let's just get into it. You'll figure it out. I'll tell you about what it is, like, literally right away. So, at some point, I would like to try doing this live, like, on a YouTube and whatnot.
Yes.
Like, maybe once a month, like, we could start out with, like, Patreons or stuff, or just start out doing it regularly and then move it to Patreon. Either way.
Ooh. People that email their stories in.
Oh, yeah. Because we already have, like...
we already
have a Twitch. No, we don't.
Oh, dang.
No, I was saying we already have a YouTube and a Twitch. Sorry.
You got my hopes up. I was so excited. We got emails? Oh, that's awesome.
If we had emails, I would have texted you right away. I checked the email. I check my emails like 4, 5, 6 times a day. Okay. Because I have a lot of different emails. I have my work email. I have my crystal email. I have my podcast email. I have my personal email. Like, they're all on my phone. So, like, I check them all constantly.
This just in, so folks. If you email us your eulogies, we're planning on doing a YouTube. Not a YouTube podcast. Yeah. A live YouTube.
I would love to just go live on YouTube and just read eulogies out loud. However, my problem is I have dyslexia and a stutter. So if I don't have time to read these ahead of time, which it would not be ahead of time, you have a sticky note on your arm. What did you say?
A reminder from the world.
Okay. That was funny. I'm sorry. But no, see, my problem is, like, I would love to do that, but at the same time, I know it's a bad idea because I have a stutter and I have dyslexia.
I can read.
Yeah.
I like to read.
Well, we'll both read. Absolutely. It's not going to be just me or just you. We'll both do it. But, yeah.
I like to read. Don't feel pressure to take it from me. It's so fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm good. Honestly, I'd probably let you do the first one, then I'd do one, then you do one, then I do one, and we'll just like alternate.
I'm fine with that. It
Just,
is way
yeah,
too
'cause
fucking late for you to have a fucking monster. What the fuck?
it is 7:30. I'm fine.
My roommate and my wife have a rule for me. No more monsters past 3. Because it takes about 10 hours for that shit to work its way out of your system.
I can sleep with these things. Especially because I'm only sipping it. I can fall asleep on these.
Wait, is that the
Yeah.
the blue one? The blue monster?
No, it's
Which
not.
one
It's
is that
not.
one?
I was smart. This is the regular one. I was smart. I
Okay.
didn't get the extended fucking release bastard. Or the delayed
Get the one
release
with the
bastard.
strawberry shot! Try the one with the strawberry shot!
I have had the strawberry shot one. I've had it twice. It's really good.
I thought so too!
Yeah, they're really good. Monster, you need to fucking sponsor us because every single time we are recording, one of us or both of us have a fucking monster.
I offer up a monster typically whenever it's early in the morning to the deities that are occupying my room for a good
Exactly.
session. May we have the
Exactly.
energy to go through this day and this podcast, please? You take the first hit.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's just like Monster needs to sponsor us because we are just I'm in love with fucking Monster. It's the only energy drink that consistently works with me. And like I hate that cuz I used to like have to swap all the time. I can't drink Red Bull more than 2 days in a row. I can't drink Rockstar. I can drink Rockstar, but I can only get away with about 4 or 5 days in a row before it stops working.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, I have a monster every fucking day and I'm set. So,
My wife likes Red Bull.
yeah. I like Red
Sorry.
Bull. It just doesn't do it for me.
Her favorite one is
Usually.
the Red Bull Zero. It has monk fruit instead of sugar in it, and she really
Oh,
appreciates
okay.
that, especially since it's not got aspartame in it. And every time we see
Oh,
it, it's just
gotcha.
like, "Gotta get a pack. Gotta get a pack."
Makes sense.
But now she has a favorite monster.
Oh, yeah?
It's Bad Apple.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, you were telling me that she does like that.
It's very good.
I still haven't tried it. I probably should. What does it taste like?
Uh, have you ever had apple cider?
Yes. Like the Martinellis I really like. Does it taste like that?
Add a green apple in it, and yeah.
Ugh, I don't like green apples.
Aw, really? I say give it a
I,
try. It
I'll
tastes
try
like
it.
an apple cider, but it's got a little
Mhm.
bit of a bite to it, but it's all
Mm,
apple still. I
fair.
like
My problem is I just don't like sour.
uh Trin doesn't like too much of the tangy sour. She likes citrus, but a lot of the flavors that I like she doesn't like. I like passion fruit
Mm,
and raspberry and she doesn't well, she'll take a
fair enough.
raspberry, but no passion fruit for her whatsoever.
That's fair. God, we didn't even get to the episode yet. Shit.
Ugh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. We've
I'm
literally been
contributing.
recording for 12 minutes and shit. Good. I'm good with it. It's funny. But okay, so we all know about sirens. You know, the mermaid-looking creatures that lure sailors to death with their voices. However, those are not sirens. The fish-tailed siren is a medieval and later invention. Over the centuries, artists have confused sirens with mermaids, and Christian writers softened them into sexual temptresses. Eventually, the real sirens, bird women, disappeared from pop culture. We're talking about sirens today, baby. But that's not all we're talking about. Anyway.
Harpies? Harpies? Harpies?
We're not talking about harpies today.
Fuck!
We're not talking about harp. You can
I
do that
love
episode.
harpies! I love
Then
harpies!
you can do that
Fuck!
episode. Are you okay?
Yes, I like harpies.
Did you hurt yourself?
No, I like harpies.
Hey, no, that I like harpies too. If you would like, you can do a episode on harpies. You can do that research if you want.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do some shameless fucking, what do you call it?
I'm here for it.
What is that thing again?
What?
Advertising, yes, shameless advertising for somebody else. Oh my gosh, I hope she fucking blows up. She is amazing.
Okay. But yeah,
I'm
you can
obsessed with her.
absolutely do an episode on harpies. Huh?
I'm obsessed with this artist. Ow. Sorry, I'm
Gotcha.
obsessed with this artist. I fucked up my hand against my desk.
Ow, you okay?
Yes. Yes. I will send you her shit and then we'll talk about it later.
Fair enough. Alright, so sirens never had tails, only wings. They were closer to harpies than Ariel.
Tail feathers?
I don't know. I've never seen that described before. Not tail
I
feathers.
just
Wings,
remembered
yes, but I've never seen tail feathers.
I I, I just remembered like art depictions of Homer's Odyssey and they were like
Mhm.
the only reference I had to it was they look kind of like harpies
Mhm.
but more bird.
Yeah, with the human torso.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna get into that.
Let's go.
Yeah, they could
Jinx?
have had a plume.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were looking at
Sorry, I was looking at something. I was looking it up because I didn't know the answer to that. So I want
ah,
to, have my research be as correct as I can. But yes, they were closer to harpies than Ariel. So I do mention harpies in this episode, but that's it. Now, sirens did sing to sailors, luring them in with their song, but they were in fact not mermaid-like creatures. They were hybrid creatures with bodies of birds and the faces and sometimes titties of women.
boobs.
Yes, sometimes they had bibbies. We're 12. Anyway.
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm actually 30, but I'm pretty sure our we got a new follower today, but we'll talk about that later.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And it's a guy I know and he's awesome. And I guess he didn't know that I did a podcast and he saw the name and was like, that is an awesome name. He got meta glasses so he can listen to like podcasts and music without getting in trouble at work.
Fuck yeah.
I was like, that's
Shout out.
fucking genius. Yes, shout out to him. He this isn't getting, updated or uploaded for a while, but
Me.
shout out to him. You know who you are.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. No, he's awesome. He's a very sweet dude. But blah, 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 titties. There we go. Okay. They were often depicted with feathered wings, taloned feet, human heads and torsos, and sometimes they were holding lyres or flutes. They liked to perch on rocky islands and cliffs, singing to passing sailors. Their purpose was horrifying and simple: lure sailors in with song, drive them mad with longing, and then let them die on the rocks or waste away at sea. The most common origin ties sirens to Queen Persephone. They were said to be companions or handmaidens of Kore, which is Persephone before she became Queen Persephone, when she was abducted by King Hades and became Queen Persephone. I have found two different versions of how they were transformed from demigoddesses to the bird-like musical divine. In version 1, their forms are considered a punishment of Demeter, who is Persephone's mother. Demeter, furious that they failed to protect her daughter, cursed them. She gave them wings so they could search endlessly for her. She took away their full humanity and condemned them to live between worlds, neither woman nor bird.
What a bitch.
Well, Demeter, even Queen Persephone is not a fan of her mother. If that tells you anything. And this is from Queen Persephone herself, and she just gave me permission to say this. I said it a lot nicer than she thought I would. Or perhaps wanted me to.
Messy family situations are messy.
Yes, there's a lot more to it than that, and I will do a whole episode with just her, or I will do an episode with her and King Hades, whichever they prefer, but that will be for a later date. In the second version, the Sirens asked for the wings themselves so they could fly across the world looking for Kore, or Queen Persephone. Either way, they became creatures bound to grief, loss, and the boundary between life and death. This is important thematically because sirens aren't just seductresses. They are mourning spirits who learn to weaponize sorrow. The song wasn't just a beautiful masterpiece. Ancient sources say their magic promised hidden knowledge, prophecies of the future, secrets of the gods, and fulfillment of your deepest desires. In the Odyssey, their song offers Odysseus omniscience. Quote, "We know all the toils that in wide Troy and Argives and Trojans endured." End quote. Their voices weren't meant to only seduce, they were meant to overwhelm the mind. Men would forget hunger and thirst, abandon their ships, leap into the sea, or crash against rocks and rot among the bones of previous victims. Some accounts say sailors didn't even die immediately. They simply wasted away, staring towards the singers until they starved. The islands of the Sirens were described as littered with skeletons and rotting flesh. As for how many there were and who they were, accounts vary. But it's usually about 2 or 3 of them, sometimes more, but the 3 most common names that have come up are Parthenope, who is associated with Naples as apparently her body washed ashore there, which we'll talk about later, Ligeia, the shrill-voiced, and Leucosia, the white one. Their parentage is also kind of eerie. They're often said to be daughters of Achilles, a river god, and one of the Muses. Now, again, accounts vary, but it's frequently Melpomene, who is the muse of tragedy. Yeah, quite literally making their voices divine, which is why I called them the musical divine earlier. Or whatever I called them, but that's why that was in there. They were not random monsters. They were born from music, water, and tragedy. Queen Persephone had very powerful and immortal handmaidens. However, one of the darkest details that rarely gets mentioned is in several traditions, the Sirens were under a fatal curse, and this curse took away their immortality. If any man heard their song and escaped, the Sirens themselves would die, which makes their encounters even more desperate.
Damn.
Yeah. This is why 2 famous heroes matter so much. When it came to Odysseus sailing past their island, he wanted to hear the song without dying. So he plugged his crew's ears with wax and had himself tied to the mast. When the Sirens sang, he went mad with longing and begged to be released, but the ship passed safely, and because a man had resisted them, the Sirens, according to later tradition, threw themselves into the sea and drowned. Some versions say only one died, others say all of them did, but their bodies washed ashore on different coasts, becoming local legends and shrines. Again, that's when we found out that one of them was tied to Naples because of that. With Jason, Orpheus, and the Battle of the Songs, there was another fatal moment for these sirens. Before Odysseus, the Argonauts encountered the Sirens, but they had Orpheus with them, the greatest musician who ever lived. When the Sirens began to sing, Orpheus played his lyre louder and more beautifully. The crew heard him instead of the Sirens and sailed past. But one sailor, I don't know how to say this name, I'm just going to call him Butes because it's B-U-T-E-S. He did leap overboard, but the goddess Aphrodite herself saved him. And again, the Sirens failed, and again, their fate crept closer.
I know for sure that guy fucking just said, "Oh yeah, they're prettier," and then Aphrodite was like, "I ain't gonna let that shit stand." Whoop! You know what? You get to live. One of them dies. Fuck them.
Or all of them die.
Fuck it. I don't fucking care. Jesus. I don't mean anything by it, Aphrodite. I'm sorry. I promise. It's all in jest. All in jest, please.
She is very chaotic, so she's a trickster goddess. She's a jokester. She knows.
Yes, she can joke, alright? She can play really fucking funny jokes, alright? Doesn't mean that she likes them being played on her.
I know. She can take it.
That is the difference. I don't know where the fucking line is, so I don't joke with shit! Especially with people.
Never tell her you hate her. Even jokingly, never tell you hate her. Made that mistake once as a joke. I was like, I don't mean this, but I hate you. And she's like, don't you ever. It's like, yes, I am. So that's a line that I have learned. Boom, done. Now we do have a song that is all about hating somebody. And that is hers and my song, jokingly. But that was agreed upon by her. That was something that she brought in. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
I don't really like to say I hate anybody. I just say I have a really strong dislike of you right now. But there are exceptions to rules.
Fair.
But it's usually just like, I hate you right now.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That's kind of how it is with me too. Yeah. But yeah, so with Deity, she can take a joke. Just be prepared for her to give it back.
I'm in that stage in my life where it's just like any tomfuckery that comes my way, I will not be able to deal with. I have too much going on right now. I can't deal with this shit right now.
Fair.
Please, no.
Yeah. And that's when you just set a boundary. It's like, look, I can't mentally handle this right now. Please don't do this. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Now, their wings were really important. They weren't random. In Greek symbolism, birds are like souls, omens, and messengers between worlds. Wings are like a connection between life and death. Sirens were liminal beings between woman and beast, between land, sea, and sky, and between life and the underworld. They weren't just killers, they were psychopomps, guides of doomed souls. Some scholars even think sirens originally functioned like funerary spirits singing the dead into the afterlife.
Oh. So basically how they're explaining it, those guys were where they should not have fucking been. That we're sailing through.
Actually, they were right where they needed to be.
No, not the
They're
sirens.
psychopomps. Well,
the people sailing through.
I know.
They shouldn't have fucking been there.
Yeah, they were right where they needed to
be.
No, they were right where they needed to be. Well, I'll explain it. I will explain
Damn
it. Give me a second.
Got it.
It's in here. It's in here, I promise.
Fine.
But there are chilling tales that say after their deaths, the Sirens' island remained cursed. Sailors reported hearing phantoms singing on calm seas, seeing feathered shapes on the cliffs, and finding bones long after the voices had stopped, as if the song never truly ended. Now, I'm going to talk about psychopomps and why sirens are considered them, and this will answer your comment from before, okay?
Okay.
Just to clarify for those that aren't familiar, aka me, because I'd heard the word, but I didn't really know what it meant, so here you go, I did the research for you.
I don't know what it means.
Exactly, I didn't either. So I quite literally was like, you know what, this came up in my research, and if I don't know what it means, there's a good chance that a lot of others don't know what it means, or there's a good chance that a lot of others do know what it means, and they just think I'm stupid. Either way, I did the research, here you go. So, a psychopomp is a being whose role is to guide souls from the world of the living into the afterlife. They are not judges, they are not executioners, they're escorts of the dead. That's important when it comes to sirens because sirens don't kill people. I'll get more into it, but they just lead them to their death. Their song leads them to their death, and I'll explain more, I promise.
Oh, okay.
So the word comes from Greek psyche, which means soul, and pompos, which means guide or conductor. So literally, guide of souls. And Greek mythology is full of them. You have Hermes Psychopompos, who escorts souls to the gates of the underworld. Charon ferries souls across the river Styx, and sometimes even Thanatos, the god of death himself, is seen in a guiding role. The job is not to kill you. It's to make sure that once you are doomed, you reach the realm of the dead properly. Doomed as in you are nearing death.
For whom the bell tolls.
Pretty much. Pretty much. And while sirens are not officially named psychopomps in surviving myths, many scholars interpret them this way because of three key traits. First, they lure the doomed, not the innocent. Sirens don't hunt randomly. They wait on the border between land and sea, safe passage and shipwreck, life and death. Their victims are travelers, people already crossing between worlds, and that is classic psychopomp territory. If you're getting all the way out, all right. I almost spoiled it. Let me keep reading. Hold on. I almost went a little bit further because the research is literally fresh in my head. The second reason is that their song prepares the soul for death. Their music does more than seduce, it makes sailors forget hunger and pain. Strips away fear, and in many ancient religions, music and chanting were used to calm the dying, guide, and open the path to the afterlife. So the siren song can be seen as a funeral hymn disguised as temptation. They're not just luring men to crash, they are singing them out of the world. The third reason is that their bird form is a death symbol, which we already talked about. In ancient Greek art, especially on tombs and grave markers, you often see bird-woman figures and winged female spirits. These represent the soul leaving the body. Birds were believed to carry souls upwards or across realms. Early depictions of sirens appear on funerary monuments where they are shown singing, playing lyres, and mourning the dead. All of this is strongly suggesting that sirens originally had a role connected to death rites and mourning, not seduction. In fact, one very popular theory among classicists is that the siren began as funeral spirits who sang laments for the dead and guided souls onward. Over time, their role was twisted from storytelling, from those that mourn to dangerous singers, from guides to destroyers, from escorts of the dead to creatures who create the dead. But traces of their old role remain. Their divine musical heritage being daughters of a muse, their location near the underworld because many siren islands were placed near entrances to Hades, and their obsession with knowledge of fate and suffering. So, all of these sailors that got caught in by muses, not muses, that got caught in by sirens. I'm looking at this and I see daughters of a muse, and that's where my brain went. Sorry. But all of these sailors that got caught by the siren song were already headed into Hades.
Sea of Monsters.
But they were alive. Yeah.
Scylla. Shit.
Yeah, they were alive and you can't... Huh?
Scylla. It's like around that area that like they passed by Scylla. And it's just like, Jesus. It's like, fuck.
Well, I mean, in the Odyssey, he deals with the sirens first, but anyway.
Yeah, but then afterwards, which one was it? What did they face after?
So it was the sirens, then it was Scylla after that.
Yeah, at that point, that's kind of like a beware all ye who enter here, abandon all hope.
Well, I mean, but they specifically went through the layer of Scylla knowing that Poseidon wouldn't go there. Which was useless anyway, because Poseidon was waiting by Ithaca. So, I mean, it was useless anyway, but... yeah. So, that's why they went through the layer of Scylla. They didn't need to go through the layer of Scylla.
No, but like...
But the point with...
Past that is kind of just like, either you take your chances with Poseidon or Scylla, but honestly, past the fucking, the sirens.
Yeah. But of course, in some renditions, the Odyssey had it wrong. Like, if you listen to Epic by Jorge, I forget his last name, I'm so sorry. I love those albums. But if you listen to the Epic albums, when they start with sirens, and it's I believe the song is Suffering, they're talking about the mermaid sirens. So he actually went off of a later rendition, not the original myth of Odysseus and the Odyssey, when making the epic musical.
Eh.
So, which is fine. Like, I still love it. I still listen to it like every day. Like, it's great. I love the songs. They're great. I'm just like, that's not right. But that's okay, because there are a lot of renditions of mythology out there.
Correct, inaccurate.
Can't hate on it. Yeah. So, either way. So, that was about sirens and psychopomps. You think we're done?
You son of a bitch.
Oh, we're nowhere near done, because next, I want to talk about Nixies. Do you know what those are?
Nixies?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, I'll tell you. They are Norse water spirits that can shapeshift, seducing and drowning many with their song. Because we're doing a fucking compilation of water spirits that pretty much kill people, except for the last one. The last one doesn't kill people, but. I guess I could have not told you what the compilation was, but I mean, I'm just gonna tell you. So we are gonna start talking about the Nixies. We went through Greek, now we're gonna go through Norse. And broader Scandinavian folklore. A Nixie is a supernatural water being that lives in rivers, lakes, waterfalls, mill ponds, and fjords. They are, again, liminal spirits bound to places where land and water meet, and are strongly associated with drowning deaths, enchantment through music, seduction and betrayal, and the boundary between the living and the dead. Is it sounding, eerily similar to Greek sirens?
There is a thread of commonality.
But these ones are crueler and a lot more predatory. Nixies are famous shapeshifters.
Oh,
they often
fuck
appear as
you.
either a beautiful man. What?
Fuck you.
What?
Shapeshifters. Ugh.
Yes.
No. No.
You're not gonna like the rest of this then, because they're all shapeshifters. Spoiler alert! Yeah, they're all. The rest of them are all shapeshifters.
It's coming to you. It's coming to you.
Okay. I didn't know you didn't like shapeshifters.
I don't hate them.
That was not something we talked about.
I dislike them mostly because typically shapeshifters are very much pigeonholed into the trickster motif, and I don't like tricksters. And adding into the fact that you have a trickster who is also a shapeshifter, fuck that shit. I'm gonna be slapping actual fucking people, and the trickster's gonna be behind me, just like, I can't believe I fell for that. Fuck you, asshole! You're not gonna have kids after I'm through with you.
Loki's a shapeshifter.
I'm fine with
and
Loki.
A trickster god.
I am fine with Loki, okay? Apparently he's been with me for a long fucking time, and I'm fine with his brand of tricking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with him especially, like, he'll create absolute and utter chaos, but he also fixes it. So...
Dude, I think his brand of chaos was freaking out my mom when I would eat literal handfuls of fucking cinnamon.
No, that was you. That wasn't him. That was
I thought people were faking when they were doing the fucking cinnamon challenge. Like, why the fuck are you wasting such perfectly good fucking cinnamon? Just like a fucking tablespoon of cinnamon, and it's just like, I have a whole fucking handful right there. It fills up my fucking palms. Like, fuck yeah, delicious. Salivating. Right fucking there.
Yeah, no. No.
Oh.
I barely can stand the taste of cinnamon. Like, I like, as a witch, I love cinnamon. Okay? Super versatile. It can do so much. It's great. All right. However, I hate the smell of burning cinnamon, and burning a cinnamon stick is a really good way to cleanse. Hate that smell. And I hate the taste of cinnamon because it was in fucking everything my mom ever cooked. So it was a constant taste that I now hate.
My witchy friend who helped me do my cord cutting, when I told her about the cinnamon thing, was just like, yeah, that's a low-key thing.
Huh. I don't know. He said no to me, but
It's
I don't
just,
know. Either way,
yeah,
moving on.
sorry. Fucking keep railroading.
That's okay. It's okay. I leave a lot of this stuff in anyway, because I mean, it is us. It's relevant, so it's fine. We are talking about Norse, so Loki is a Norse god. Anyway, Nixies are famous shapeshifters. They often appear as either a beautiful man or woman, especially pale, long-haired women in white, or handsome young men playing a fiddle. But there's always something wrong looking with them.
Oh, hell no.
You can always tell that there's something off. They have hollow or glassy eyes, a reflection that doesn't move correctly, or in some traditions, a hollow back, meaning that you can see through them. They've also been known to have reversed feet, like a horse. So their right is on their left and their left is on their right.
They have digigrade legs?
Some. I mean, they're shapeshifters. They didn't get the shape exactly right. They have also shown themselves as a horse. I'm not going to try to say the Norse name because I will not say it correctly.
I'm thinking Kelpie now.
But it's a water horse. That's in here.
You son of a bitch. I have a crochet aminal.
I know. If it makes you feel better, pretty sure that's like the next one.
You son of a horse.
Yeah, it's next.
You son of a horse.
So yes, I did add Kelpies, and I thought of you when I did it.
You son of a horse.
I was thinking of you the whole time.
You son of a horseshoe.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's a water horse, which is one of their most dangerous forms. They appear as a beautiful white or gray horse near water. It lets children climb onto its back, but its skin becomes sticky and it runs straight into the river and drowns them. This does overlap with Kelpies. I'm reading from a script, guys. She called it.
If you had,
it does.
If we hadn't fucking had that little tangent, I would have been like, "That's a fucking Kelpie! That's a fucking Kelpie!" If I ever fucking did see one.
Well, they do overlap with Kelpies, but in some religions, the Nixie is the water horse. They have another form, rarely seen, but it is described as green or black-skinned, webbed hands, long claws, moss and reeds tangled in their hair, and that is supposed to be their true form. What?
I remember that.
Huh?
I'm trying to imagine that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I am not groping invisible boobs, I promise.
That's what went through my head, but I was like, well, you're ace, so no.
You son of a bitch.
She's probably just reaching. She's reaching for a thought. Reaching for the brain cell.
You?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's flipping me off. Oh my god.
I love you.
Do you? I love you too. I love you. Fuck you. Yep.
Fucking love you.
Do you want me to keep this in? Do you want me to keep this in or take it out?
Sure. Keep it in.
Okay. Oh, that was funny. Oh my god. All right. So, like Sirens, Nixies are musicians. They are most known for playing the fiddle or the violin because technically they're the same thing. The only difference is how you play it, to my understanding anyway. The
Okay.
harp, and sometimes singing softly.
I would like to offer up Jinx as tribute. I feel like we're gonna have some band people coming after your kneecaps for that comment. Um, I do not claim her in this instance.
Well, no, from what I've researched, a violin and a fiddle is literally the same thing. They're just played differently.
I
It's just how you play it.
I don't know enough.
I don't know
I
though.
don't know enough to argue for or against. But that is a can of worms to fucking
Mhm.
open, and I'm throwing you out to the dogs, to the wolves. Throwing you to the wolves. Mm-mm.
Well, that's literally just from my research. Somebody can correct me, that's fine.
Yes.
Be
Be
nice,
nice. Be
or
nice.
I will just delete your fucking comment. Yeah,
Or
but
put you on
I'm
blast.
open to like correction. Yeah, no, I'm open to correction. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, and I'm okay with that. From my knowledge, from the research that I have done, a violin and a fiddle are the same thing. They're just played differently. It's just the only difference is how you play it. So you can play a violin like a fiddle. From what I understand. I don't know. That's just from research. But anybody who plays a violin or a fiddle, let me know. I'm okay to being corrected.
We will post about it, whether it's an apology or putting you on blast for brazen commentary is up to you.
Well, no, I'm not going to just like I,
No, like
I'm not
an
gonna do
update
that.
video of like, hey, last video, it was this, I said this.
Well, yeah, no. So I'll mention it's just, yeah, I'll mention and correct myself. Like, absolutely, I'm not going to put somebody on blast for being an asshole though, because that's just stooping to their level. Their music is hypnotic. People who hear it may end up wandering toward the water without realizing it, forgetting who they are. They might dance until they collapse into the river, or step calmly into the river and drown. In Sweden, they're blamed for people who fell in without explanation, walked into rivers at night, or vanished near waterfalls. The music is said to be so beautiful it makes you weep because it carries longing, grief, and the promise of peace. The interesting thing is, Nixies are absolutely psychopomps as well, but perhaps in a darker, more violent way. In Scandinavian beliefs, Nixies are strongly connected to unquiet dead, spirits bound to a place, and ghosts who drowned. Some traditions say Nixies are the souls of drowned musicians, the spirits of children who died unbaptized, or ancient nature spirits who collect human lives. They don't guide souls gently. They create the dead and then claim them. In folklore, lakes and rivers ruled by Nixie often become places where many drown, places where bodies are never recovered, and places where people hear singing long after someone disappears. That makes them function like predatory psychopomps, not escorts, but collectors. Now, apparently, there are actual ways to survive a Nixie. Never answer music at night if you hear fiddling, singing, or crying near the water. Never, don't answer it. Never respond calling back. It invites them to you.
Don't whistle at night.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is in my it's in my script. It's the same as if you hear a whistle at night in the Appalachian Mountains. You didn't hear it. Keep walking.
You didn't hear shit. All right, that is the woods
Yeah, no, you
gaslighting
heard
you.
nothing.
You're being gaslit by nature.
Yeah,
Don't.
you heard nothing.
Nothing happened. Okay, nothing.
Yeah, yeah, no. Keep walking. Keep walking. Another way to avoid their attack is actually shouting their true name. I'm gonna butcher this ahead, so I'm sorry ahead of time. But in Sweden, shouting "knock, knock," something like that.
Like a knock knock joke.
So it's no knock. It's N special letter CK. Um,
Is it
So
a
you
U
kind
with
of
two
you shout
dots?
knock, fall in. I don't remember. I didn't write it down properly in here because you can't with I wasn't able to get the proper one, so I just had to write it what it sounded like.
Fuck.
Shouting knock, fall in the water yourself, or calling them by name could break their spell. Names had power over spirits. You can also use steel and Christian symbols. That's from later folklore. So keep that in mind. It is from later folklore. But they added added iron knives, crosses, and church bells, which apparently weaken or drive them away. Church bells ringing near water or rivers were believed to keep Nixies silent. There are a lot of different names for Nixies. I'm only using Nixies because that's pretty much the only one that I can actually pronounce without completely butchering them. But there are a lot of famous legends about Nixies at a waterfall. They're often seen sitting naked on a rock at a waterfall, playing a violin. If someone listens too long, they begin to walk toward them. They'll step into the current and vanish. Sometimes the Nixie weeps afterwards, not from guilt, but because, quote, the water always demands more, unquote. Yeah, it's fucked.
Doesn't like iron. There's powers in name.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
And the whole tricking them by saying their name and also basically throwing a Uno reverse card. No, you! Sounds like a fucking fairy!
I know where you're going with this. I know.
Fucking fairies!
I know. Fairy godparents!
Yeah!
But yeah. In one tale, a human fiddler challenges a Nixie to a contest. The man plays a hymn instead of a dance. The Nixie screams, drops his fiddle, and dives into the water. To feed it music tied to God breaks his spell, which, again, this came in later tales. They Christianized it, which is fucking stupid, but I had to add it in here because it's a part of it. Symbolism for Nixies and what they really represent, there are the embodiment of treacherous what?
Treacherous?
Yes. They are the embodiment of treacherous waters, hidden currents, and the danger of beautiful places. In the north, rivers and lakes were deadly. Nixies became the face people gave to drowning. They explain why children vanish near ponds, why fishermen are pulled under, and why music seems to echo over water. They are also deeply tied to loneliness, sexual temptation, grief, and the idea that water remembers the dead. Comparing Sirens versus Nixies is a beautiful contrast. Sirens are winged, and they sing from cliffs, promise knowledge, and are often tragic and cursed mourners. Whereas Nixies are water-bound, play instruments, which sometimes sirens do as well, but they promise love or joy and are actively predatory territorial spirits. Both use music, both lure travelers, both live at boundaries, and both collect the dead. Two different creatures with the same fear. Beautiful sounds near dangerous waters mean death. But they aren't the only creatures or cultures that symbolize this. In fact, I have more creatures to talk about. Bet you didn't see that coming. Now, it was going to end here. It was going to end at dangerous waters mean death. And then we fucking got off of the movie yesterday, and I kept going. So, here is fucking like 3 more pages of information.
Son of a bitch.
I got excited. I literally named this page Sirens, Nixies, and Kelpies Oh My.
Clever. Clever. I can't even be mad.
Yeah, that's there it is. Anyway, so I did mention the Kelpie earlier, so let's get into it. Kelpies are known as the drowning horses of Scotland. A Kelpie is a shape-shifting water spirit from Scottish folklore hunting rivers, lochs, streams, and fords. They are among some of the most malevolent of all water spirits. They are active predators, not unlike Nixies. Their purpose is singular: to lure humans, especially children and travelers, into water and drown them. Their most famous form that they take is of a powerful black or gray horse. It is usually standing alone beside the water with a wet mane dripping as if freshly emerged. They appear calm, gentle, and inviting. But again, like with Nixies, there's always something wrong with their form. Q is smiling. What did you do? What the fuck?
You were copying.
A plague rat?
You were copying.
Yes, I am the plague rat, you know. Honestly, with this cold weather, I always have fucking phlegm in my throat. Whenever it's cold, there's always phlegm in my throat, but I fucking hate it.
I'm gonna figure out how to make that into
But
a
anyway.
sticker and give it to you.
Fantastic.
Every time your niece is sick, you just slap it on her door. Plague rat.
Just make a shit ton of plague rat stickers. Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. In some cases, is that what you were doing?
I had to figure out how to do the font.
Were you drawing that?
No. I had been done that. It was an idea I had.
Okay, because I saw you drawing. I was just like,
I was working on the font.
But I kept going.
We can post it along with this video.
If you want to, yeah. I can post that picture. Yeah. I'm good with it. There's always something wrong with their form. In some cases, their hooves may be reversed. Like Nixies. Their eyes glow or are unnaturally dark. Or their skin can feel cold and slick like seaweed. Which, if you're touching one of them, why would you do that? Sometimes they appear as handsome young men with water plants tangled in their hair. Oh, look, another Nixie comparison. Whose clothing is damp at the hem. Kelpies kill by letting people onto their backs or letting people touch them, and then making their skin sticky so they can't let go. Oh, look at that! Another Nixie comparison. The Kelpie's skin becomes sticky like tar. Because of this, the victim cannot dismount or let go. The Kelpie gallops into the deepest part of the river or loch or whatever body of water they're around, and both vanish beneath the surface. Later, pieces of the victim may wash ashore.
Pieces?
Pieces.
Pieces.
Yes.
Not even a whole ass victim. Pieces.
According to lore. Yeah, no, pieces. Some versions say Kelpies tear their victims apart underwater and eat everything but the heart or liver, which sometimes float to the surface days later. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I understand the liver because it's high in iron, but hey, man, the heart's a good heart. The heart is good, okay? I like to eat heart.
Okay.
Cow heart, chicken heart, turkey heart. It's good. It's good. Oh.
I've never had it. I'm not judging. I've just never had it. I have tried cow tongue before. I got tricked into doing it.
Heart is now a house favorite because one, it's cheap, and two, because my roommate can't really eat a lot of like fatty stuff. Yeah, the heart doesn't have much fat on it, if at all. So it is very lean. And
Fair
now
enough.
It's kind of just like a house favorite. We have it with our stir fry. Beef heart.
Nice.
and stir fry.
Kelpies are ancient spirits tied to dangerous crossings, flooded battlefields, and places where many drowned. Just like Nixies. They are often interpreted as personifications of treacherous I did it again! Treacherous water, or spirits of drowned men who now hunt the living. In some Highland traditions, Kelpies are bound to specific bodies of water and cannot leave. They are territorial monsters. To survive a Kelpie, traditional defenses include iron. Touching them with iron forces them to release you.
Berries!
Very good, parents! Cutting off a piece of their mane or bridle, which grants control over them, which is now making me think of Frozen 2 again, because she straight up created a bridle over the horse and then gained control over it. But anyway, or spotting reversed hooves before mounting. But most tales end pretty badly. Kelpies are not easily escaped. If you see a wet horse, don't fucking touch it! If you see a wet man, don't fucking touch it! Kelpies represent the same as the others. The danger of beautiful, calm water, the fear of losing children to rivers, and the unpredictability of nature. They are warnings in monster form. Not every gentle horse by the river is safe.
Have you ever met a fucking wild horse?
Mm-mm.
Dude, shits will bite you.
I'm sure.
I think it's just a general rule of
bite
anything. You see a horse minding its own business, you leave the horse to mind its own business, because if you start minding its business,
mind your own business.
It'll bite yours. Whether it be your hand, your arm.
Or kick you.
Oh, fuck, man.
Mm-hmm. Horse kicks are deadly, bro. Yeah, no. You see a lone horse, leave it the fuck alone!
You see anything in the wild, leave it alone. If you didn't come in with it, you're not leaving with it.
Right.
Typically.
Right.
Unless you see a shiny rock. Or if you see an aesthetically pleasing leaf.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, live things. Live animals. You know, if you don't come in with a live animal, you don't take a live animal out.
And make sure your animal is your animal. My sister accidentally almost brought a different cat into our house. The only reason why she knew it wasn't our cat was because my cat has an extremely long fucking tail.
So, you think
we're done?
Yeah, no, we're not even close. I told you, dude, after yesterday, I added fucking almost 4 pages. After yesterday, when we got off of the movie, I added almost 4 fucking pages. I did so much more research, dude. So, what do you think we're gonna move on to, do you know?
Rusalkas?
Have a guess? Yeah! We're gonna move on to the Rusalki. The drowned brides of Slavic folklore. You called it.
I had a feeling.
Yeah. So, what is a Rusalka? And I don't know if Rusalka or Rusalka. I don't know which one's correct. I'm saying Rusalka just because that's where my head is at. And if I change it now, my ADHD will not allow it.
That's how I always pronounced it. I never really put it through anything, so like I might be wrong.
I mean, I guarantee I'm probably wrong.
We both might be wrong. I mean, please correct us.
Yeah.
Send an audio of you actually pronouncing it right if you know how to fucking pronounce it.
Right. Like, I'm down for that. But anyway, a Rusalka is a female water spirit from Slavic mythology found in rivers, lakes, marshes, and wells. Unlike Kelpies, Rusalki are almost always the ghosts of young women who died violently and tragically in or near water. Now, I'm changing between Rusalki and Rusalka because Rusalka is singular, Rusalki is plural.
Mm.
So that's why you're going to hear me changing between them. Common origins include girls who drowned after a betrayal, unmarried women who died before their wedding, victims of suicide, unfortunate, and sometimes unbaptized children. They are not born monsters, they are made. Appearance wise, they're usually beautiful corpses in motion. They appear as stunning young women with long, loose hair, often green or golden, pale, luminous skin, and wearing only thin shifts or wreaths of flowers. So, they're mostly naked. But there are very clear signs of death. Hair that is always wet, skin that glows faintly in moonlight, and in some regions, hollow backs, which, if you remember, means that you could see through them. So, visible ribs.
Ah.
Or even having blue lips. Yep. Kind of just makes me think of the Corpse Bride, but anyway.
Aw. Was she?
Yeah, poor it.
What? Was she?
Was she a Rusalki?
Could she?
No. She was. I don't think she was murdered by water. She was just. I know she was murdered. But no, I mean, it was just her body decomposing.
Okay.
Yeah, because she also still wore her wedding dress, so, I mean, she couldn't have been a Rusalki because Rusalki only wore, like, thin shifts, which were, like, think of, like, a nightgown, but it's, like, an undergarment.
Something you'd wear to
really
bed?
Thin.
Warm?
Kind of, yeah, but shifts, are... It's not warm, they're very thin. It's kind of like underclothes before underwear was a thing. Yeah. So a shift would be worn in place of, like, a bra or underwear because they just didn't have them back then. If that makes sense. She has turned into a princess.
No. I'll turn into a king.
Well, but you're clueless princess.
I am king now. I've skipped so many steps.
Fair enough. They are both seductive and unmistakably wrong. Now, they kill by luring men with their singing voice, because of course, laughing softly, calling their names. So again, if you hear your fucking name, you didn't hear your fucking name. Or dancing in moonlight circles. If you see a wet woman dancing around in a moonlit circle, fucking run! If a wet woman is around, don't fucking touch it!
No woman will be dancing while wet in the middle of the night when it's so fucking cold, wearing almost see-through clothes. That is not a woman. That is a dad.
Yeah. Exactly.
But do they mean, like, dancing while, like, haloed in moonlight? Or is it, like, dancing on water and, like, it looks like she's dancing on the moon?
I don't have clarification
because
on
that
is...
is...
what I'm thinking is...
Fuck.
Well, no, so from what I've seen, moonlight circles are like circles of moonlight on the ground. Not on the water. They as far as I know, they don't walk on water. They walk into water. So they can't walk on water, which means they can't dance on water. Realistically.
I have to ask.
To me, what... No, you're good. It's fine. This is why we talk about it. So, there's no actual, like, clarification on that. I don't have clarification on that. However, they do drag you down into water. So, they can't walk on water.
I think I remember reading somewhere that, like, if you go into a body of water and the reflection of the moon is not moving, like, you're getting closer to the reflection of the moon, that's not the moon. That's a portal not. To someplace else.
Yeah.
So it's just like when you were saying, like, oh yeah, like dancing, like in like a moon circle, it's just like,
Oh, I'm listening.
I couldn't help but think, like, wait a minute. Are these people actually dying, or is it just that we assume it because they're never found again? And if they're dancing on the reflection of the moon and then they're dragging people down to their deaths, are they actually taking them somewhere else? But because we don't really fucking know, and there's no fucking evidence of them ever coming back, ever alive, ever again. Could it be that? But I don't know.
Okay, so I looked it up because again, you're bringing up really good points, so I want to have the answer
Yeah.
for you. I'm wrong, which I wholeheartedly admit I am wrong. Depending on the tradition, some Rusalki can often walk on water, quote unquote. But they don't actually walk on water. What they do is they kind of glide over it without really disturbing the surface, as if their feet never really touch the water. So they don't actually like walk on water. They can kind of hover over it. They're dead, so they can float basically. Yes. So they've been seen standing on rivers at night. They've been seen dancing on lakes under moonlight, which is what we're talking about now. And they've also been seen across water while chasing or luring somebody. So the logic in the folklore is because it's their domain. Water's not an obstacle, it's their domain. Humans sink. Rusalki belong. So water supports them.
I'm gonna have nightmares about a woman floating while running over water after this poor man.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have so many fucking nightmares.
I'm so sorry.
I remember something. I had done research on the Rusalka.
Mm-hmm.
And
call them however you like.
Their demeanor
Uh-huh.
can be drastically changed by the environment.
Mm-hmm.
From what I had read.
True.
Basically, if somebody dies in or around a pond that's out in the wild, it's unkempt, overgrown. And so therefore, like, it becomes more of a vengeful spirit. But there are some that, like, die in, like, ponds, rivers, and lakes that are close to farmland, and those are typically very well kept, and those ones become very benevolent, if you will, and they will actually actively help the farmers.
Interesting.
It's what I read.
I didn't come across any of that.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I find random shit.
That's okay. Honestly, like,
I could be wrong.
One of the reasons, no, and you're totally good, dude. Honestly, one of the reasons that I absolutely love doing this with you, other than just I love you as a person and I love having you as a friend, but I love doing this with you because you always bring such interesting things to, you know, the things that I've researched. You bring in things that I didn't know about, or you bring in things that we can talk about. I didn't know Rusalka walked on water. I had no idea. So you saying these things helps me. You know, it helps me to learn too. So I appreciate that we can talk about these things and stuff like that. Like, yeah, I was wrong. That's okay.
Did it freak you out as much as it freaked me out when I knew that it was the Rusalka?
No.
Fucking shit.
Dude, I'm used to you being psychic.
I am not used to me being psychic. Alright, you know what? I should be.
I call you out on it all the time.
Be, but I'm still fucking surprised. Okay, sometimes the shit is out of pocket.
That's okay. I get surprised by my own psychic ability too. Like, it's completely fine. I just call you out on yours because I aren't like, hey, that's a psychic moment. That's a psychic moment. For me, it doesn't surprise me because I actively know that you are psychic.
I have not accepted.
So it doesn't bother me.
I have not accepted this, so I would like you to keep that in mind. I was fully expecting to be wrong. No, it is not the Rusalka. What the fuck are you talking about? My bad.
Well, I'll give you another chance because there's still more after this. So I'll give you another chance to try and figure it out. Now, the last one, because it is the last one after the Rusalka, it's different. It does not kill. So there's your one hint. But let's finish up the Rusalka and then we'll get to the next one. So when a man approaches, they may either embrace him and drag him underwater, tickle him until he cannot
I
breathe,
remember that.
or entangle them in.
I remember that.
That was such a weird laugh. Oh my god.
What?
I laughed so weird
Keep
there.
Keep it in.
I laughed so weird
Keep it
there.
in.
Okay. I'll keep it. Okay. Oh, I'm hot now. Which is good because, it's fucking freezing out, but I'm hot because my blanket is very warm. I love this blanket.
Okay.
Anyway. But yeah, didn't know that they fucking tickled people until they couldn't breathe. That was a funny one to figure out. Or entangle him in their hair and drown him. Some legends say they don't kill immediately. They keep their victims as lovers beneath the water or force them to dance until their hearts stop. They are sexually active during oh no. That's supposed to say especially. Rewind. They are especially active during Rusalka Week, a dangerous spring festival when drownings were believed to spike. And much like the rest we've talked about, they are, in a way, psychopomps. Rusalki are the restless dead themselves. They are not guides, but revenants. They exist between life and death, maidenhood and marriage, human and spirit. And they drag the living into the same state they are trapped in. They don't escort souls. They multiply themselves. They represent sexual betrayal, the danger faced by young women, social shame around unmarried pregnancy, and the fear of female desire and female grief. These are tragic figures of monsters born from injustice.
Is it female grief or female rage?
Oh, good point. Probably both, honestly.
Because I feel like this is hitting something.
It's just a fear of females.
Fucking dude.
It's just the fear of females altogether.
Like
at this point,
I read somewhere that like in school, typically when a guy fights a guy, like boys fight each other.
Okay.
Now they really don't tell you to do it, or they don't tell teachers to do it, but like you can split them up as long as they're not facing each other, they're fine. But when girls fight, let them work it out of their system. Because they will drag you into the fight, and then either it's a three-way fight or it is them against you.
You want to know what's really funny?
Tell me.
I learned that when I was working as a psychiatric nursing assistant, because that is still a thing, especially with violent inmates, because they were inmates. So, okay, I'm not going to keep you too much longer. We only have one more because Jinx got tired. You want to... We're going to talk about probably one that you might have been thinking about without actually me hearing you, because, I can't hear you guys. I can only hear Q. But Q, what do you think it is? Now remember, these don't kill. They are Scottish and Irish coastal folklore. They don't kill, but they are water shapeshifters in a way.
Nothing's coming to me except for Sprite.
Give up.
Yeah.
Selkies, the stolen wives of the sea.
That came up during Kelpie.
Selkies? No, I did not. I didn't talk about Selkies.
No. That came to my mind when we were talking about Kelpies.
Ah, look at you, being psychic again.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, fine. But Selkies come from Scottish and Irish coastal folklore. They are seals who can shed... Okay, not laughing, Jack. Jeff the Killer. Anyway. Okay. They are seals who can shed their skin and become human. Unlike Kelpies and Rusalki, Selkies are not killers, usually. But their stories are among the most emotionally disturbing. In the sea, they're ordinary seals. On land, when they remove their skins, they become beautiful men or women. Usually dark haired with pale skin. I don't know why they all have to have pale skin.
There's just something
And often
appealing about it, I guess. Otherworldly. It's tied beauty
yeah,
with
people
it.
find it like purity kind of thing. Yeah. And often depicted with sad or distant eyes. Their seal skin is their true body, their form of magic, and their form of freedom. Without it, they are trapped in a human form. And if any of you have ever been human, you know it fucking sucks.
If you had an animal skin somewhere that you could put on and then just be whatever the fuck you wanted to be, I know that you guys would take it, and I wouldn't blame you.
I would do it.
I would do it too.
Yeah, no, I would do
I'd
it.
totally be a fox.
I would run off into the woods and never be seen again. I'd run off into the woods and never be seen again until I wanted some pizza rolls, and then I'd be human again for about 30 minutes.
I could beg.
do the pouty lip. Yeah. No, the most common Selkie legend goes like this. A fisherman finds a Selkie woman's seal skin on the shore. He takes it and hides it so she cannot return to the sea. He either forces or persuades her to become his wife. And realistically, the original was probably that he forced her. And then persuasion came later to stop scaring children.
In some...
To become his wife.
I'm sorry. In some of them, he threatens to burn or destroy her skin.
Yeah. Another way of forcing her, for sure.
And so I was just like, just throwing that in there. Sorry.
No, go for it. Like I said, again, one of the things I love about doing this with you, you throw in fun shit.
And not so fun
I'm
shit.
here for it. It's true, but I mean, so do I, so it's okay. And she lives as a human. She marries him, has his children, and appears obedient, but she was always quiet, melancholy, and drawn to the ocean. Years later, she found her hidden skin, and when she does, she leaves, because of course she fucking does. In some renditions, she kisses her children goodbye. In others, she leaves without a word and she never returns. Like, she never returns in all renditions. These stories are often told to us as love stories, but in truth, they're about abduction, imprisonment, forced marriage, and stolen identity.
And abuse.
Yes, and abuse. Absolutely. In some versions, the husband kills the Selkie later as a seal, not knowing who she is. Or, in other versions, their children grow up and discover their mother watching them from the waves. Selkies are not monsters, they are victims of humans. They represent the cruelty of ownership in marriage, the pain of leaving children behind, the conflict between duty and freedom, and the call of one's true nature. They are unfortunate tragedies, not predators, and that's what sets them apart from the others that we have talked about. You know,
they are prey.
Yeah, they're prey. They don't sing to lure. They don't even try to lure anyone in.
They try to go unnoticed, but they are always noticed, and therefore they are coveted, and then they are owned. It is never love.
Yeah. Yeah. In this case, you know, through some renditions of the stories, they are forced into a role they did not wish to be in, which fucking sucks. Yeah. Across cultures, water spirits tell the same story in different voices. The Kelpie becomes the horse that drowns children. The Rusalka becomes the betrayed bride who pulls men into the river. The Selkie becomes the stolen wife who walks back into the sea and never looks back. Some lure, some hunt, and some only want to go home. But all of them are born from the same fear that water remembers the dead, and sometimes it wants to keep the living. Ta-da!
Yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised you didn't add the Kappa.
I almost did, but Jinx got tired.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I know that there's more out there.
So much more.
So this might be Water Spirits Part 1. If you want to find us on Facebook, we are Sisters of the Macabre and a SOTM podcast page. Instagram, we are SOTM Podcast 1, and our email is sistersofthemacabre podcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye.
Bye.